The rain pounded the roof like angry fists the night Memarides was thrown out of her husband's house. Her husband, Obinna, had been buried just hours earlier. Not even the red earth on his grave had settled before the whispers turned into commands. Her brother-in-law, Okoro, pointed at her chest and shouted, "You have no son, only girls. You brought nothing into this family, and now you will leave with nothing." Her daughters, Chiamaka, 12 years old, and Ifunanya, 6 years old, stood trembling beside her, clutching a single nylon bag each. Memarides turned one last time to look at the house she helped build for 14 years. Okoro's wife, Ngozi, flung her clothes into the mud with a laugh. The entire family watched from the veranda as she and her daughters disappeared into the storm. They moved to a crumbling room in Lagos, surviving on Memarides' akara sales and the kindness of a few. She would wake before the sun, grind beans, fry by the roadside, and return at night reeking of hot oil and smoke. Despite the hardship, she made her daughters promise one thing: never beg them. Never curse them. Just build. One day, they'll come to your door. Chiamaka studied at night under a lantern while Ifunanya helped wash plates for neighbors. They fought hunger, rejection, and shame. But they never stopped dreaming. Years passed. Chiamaka won a scholarship to study computer science. Ifunanya became a fashion designer with her own sketchbook and dreams of Paris. Memarides' akara business. She turned it into a local chain, then a nationwide snack brand called Ada Crunch. Then came the breakthrough. Chiamaka developed a payment app called SwiftPay Niger. Within 2 years, it was acquired by a major tech firm. She walked away with $22 million. Ifunanya's designs caught the attention of a French investor. Soon, her label Ifune debuted at Lagos Fashion Week and then Paris. And Memarides. She didn't just build a house, she built a mansion, an empire. Okoro's transport business collapsed after a court case. Ngozi's daughter was arrested abroad. Their first son had a kidney issue. With no money and mounting shame, they arrived at Memarides' gate in Lagos, clothes faded, pride swallowed. They were met by a uniformed guard and a 20-foot gate. But just as the guard began to send them away, a calm voice said, "Let them in." Memarides walked down the marble staircase in lace and coral beads. Behind her, Chiamaka and Ifunanya stood like royalty. Okoro bent to his knees. "Please, we have nowhere else to go." Memarides looked at him quietly for a long moment. Then she said, "The same hands that threw us into the street, now beg at the door. God is watching us all." She turned to her daughters. "Shall we feed them?" Chiamaka whispered, "Feed them, Mama." The same mouths that cursed her now called her Mama billionaire. And as the wind rustled the mango trees, Ifunanya smiled and said, "They burned our shelter, but they couldn't stop our future." Moral: never underestimate the power of a determined woman. Sometimes, the ones you throw away return as the ones you must bow before.
Please subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories waiting for you ahead.